When we talk college football wagering here at the Voice of College Football, we go to Steve Merrill on wagertalk.com. Tremendous information and insight, experience as well, 25 to 30 years. Check him out on wagertalk.com and his selections, not just on college football, but all the major sports and his money management system. Breaking down Michigan State. This has been a thorn in the side of one Jim Harbaugh. He's 3-4 against Sparty, 0-2 against Mel Tucker. But, of course, Michigan's a much better team this year. 23-point favorite, Steve, 55 the over-under.
Michigan or pass for me. It's pretty much been that way every game this season. As you know, Mark, I talked about them several weeks ago as being worthy of a futures play to win the whole thing. I don't think anyone thinks that's ridiculous now, though. This is a team that's ranked fourth in both the coaches and the AP poll. They have leaped over Clemson once again. Interesting enough, by the way, Clemson is still getting a first-place vote in the AP poll. Michigan is getting one first-place vote in the coaches poll. Got to wonder if that's Harbaugh, maybe. I assume he has a vote, but very interesting to keep an eye on Michigan this year. I think they're a legitimate team to win the whole thing. That Ohio State game is going to be, in my opinion, the biggest game of the season. You talked about Harbaugh struggling against Michigan State, though, and we use revenge a lot in college basketball. We mention it occasionally in football. It doesn't apply as much, but this is one of those situations. I think double revenge is a legitimate handicapping factor in this game because Michigan will be extremely focused, and that's what you want with these Class A teams. Is you want focus, so there's no question they're going to bring their A game. It's also their in-state rival. And when you're laying a big number like this, you want teams to want to cover and win by margin. And I think Harbaugh has plenty of incentive to run it up on the in-state rival, especially in the revenge spot. And we look at the math simulation. My math projection is a 27.5-point win for Michigan. So the current line at 22.5, 23 is a little short. And it's below that key number of 24. 23 is a dead number. 24 is important. So at 24 or less, Michigan is definitely the play here. And Michigan State throws the ball okay. I mean, if you look at the numbers, 7.4 yards per pass, 27 points a game. But they've played some weak defenses. Their defensive opponents have allowed 7.3, and they average 7.4 passing. Michigan gives up 5.1. So I think Sparty's going to have a tough time throwing the ball in this game, and that means when they get behind, they're going to have a tough time for the backdoor cover. So a lot of things point to Michigan here. Michigan is definitely worth a look this week at minus 23.
Join our Discord. You can talk college football 24/7, 365. You get my selections there against the spread and straight up. And Steve's under-the-radar selection of the week, which is hitting on 7-1 right now against the spread. Join Steve on wagertalk.com. Steve, we appreciate the time.
Thanks, Mark.